Hi guys, and welcome back to our messy house, where our house has become increasingly less messy as over 3.5 years ago we became minimalist and started minimalism and slow living, and it has literally changed our lives forever. Now, 2 years ago, I started a monthly deep cleaning, declutter, and reset routine in our home. This means that 12 times a year, I thoroughly clean and organize the kids' clothes, my clothes, the kids' toys, as well as the kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, living room, and the laundry area, essentially the whole house. During this process, I also take care of any necessary repairs for pretty much every category in the home. For example, if I have a pair of jeans that need mending, I do that at this time. If the kids have stained clothes, I usually tie-dye them to extend their usability until the next season. However, if an item is too stained or torn, I throw it out during this routine. For toys, we evaluate if a broken one can be fixed. If it can be repaired, we do so. Otherwise, we declutter it. Today, I decided to put away all my winter gear, including snow jackets, snowsuits, and my winter boots. I kept a few heavier sweatshirts for the chilly days for myself and the kids, as the weather has been very unpredictable, fluctuating between early summer temps and late winter temps. I'm not really sure what's going on. I've found that I need both sets of clothes for a few weeks until the weather decides to settle down and choose a consistent pattern. During this cleaning session, I also take the opportunity to order any items we need. For example, a child might need a new pair of pants, or we may require additional shampoo, makeup, paints, etc. While I occasionally check on these items, throughout the month, I typically wait until the deep cleaning to decide on purchasing replacements and disposing of the old ones or combining them or whatever I need to do. I usually only do one load of laundry a day. That's washing, drying, and folding and putting away. I typically just do one load and that keeps us up to date. But on this particular deep clean day, obviously we're pulling extra sheets. We're just pulling everything, pillowcases from every bed. So that's 3 beds worth of stuff. Just anything extra rags for cleaning up and whatnot. And that's why I have 4 loads of laundry on this day, but it's totally fine because during the week I only do 1 load a day, unless something happens. I mean, I have kids and pets, but typically on the usual day, 90% of the time, I do 1 load of laundry a day, and so on these days I'm obviously catching up. On this cleaning day, I wanted to maintain our daily routine of stimulating our minds, so I decided to take a break from organizing and whatnot and organize a lesson for the kids. This allows them to stay on their regular schedule and learn something new and maintain their consistency. I did want to include this information about taking a break for school because it reflects real life. I am a working mother and a homeschool mother, and I wear many different hats throughout the week. As a result, I don't have a full week or even a full day to dedicate to this. However, consistency is the key in this process. The kids weren't ready to come inside just yet since their outdoor playtime, engaging in making believe, getting fresh air, and grounding themselves is a top priority for me, right alongside our Bible time. I decided to let them stay outside. In the meantime, I focused on taking out the trash and recycling. I should mention that the countertops are currently boxed and stretched out on my floor, taking up a significant portion of my floor. These days of remodeling the kitchen have truly tested my patience, but it's almost finished. That's a story for another time. Just in case you're curious about what's going on with those big boxes, they're countertops, they're heavy, they're not going to be moved for this video. After that, I tried to tackle this pile that I've been forming of all the winter clothes. So anytime I saw different winter items around the house, I just started piling them on top of our shoe bin and just at the front door. And now I'm going to go through them, get them put away properly. If they're not going to fit the kids next year, I'm going to gift them to my nephew and then purchase that child, obviously new ones next year. But if they were big this year, then I'm going to save them. Or if they'll fit the next one next year, I'm going to save them because I'm not going to waste money around here and just get rid of things every year. So I am keeping items here. When school was finished, the kids joined me in cleaning and fixing the items left on my to-do list. I don't typically share much of my kids' room for their privacy, but I do steam mop the floor while cleaning, and to do this effectively, I have to pack everything up and stack it on top of other items to ensure that I can clean the entire floor thoroughly. This is my donation pile and also my pack away for next winter pile. So the one on the right is actually pack away for next winter, all winter jammies and whatnot. I always buy them a size or 2 sizes too big because we stop wearing them pretty quickly after Christmas. And so I just save them for the next cold season. So I'm getting all of these items packed up and also pulling our spring items. Now the kids have a bin. These are clothes that they're growing into or clothes that are for the next season for them that I hope they'll still fit by the time they get there. Most of the time they don't, but I do save them and pass some down and send them to my nephew or just regift them to random people. But I do save a bin of like alternate season bin for us because our seasons are so like profound where we live, and you do need gear for like each season. I like to save money and just save those from season to season and pass them down from one person to another. So like boots and jackets, I typically like to have those as unisex as possible so we can pass them around. But at this current moment, both my kids are wearing the same size. So passing things down, unless we adopt another little one, passing things down is just not the vibe anymore. And so I don't know what I'm going to do like here on out, but that is what I've done in the past. And then my husband and I share a bin as well, and that's going to have our winter jackets in it. Obviously our sizes might fluctuate, but we aren't going to fluctuate that much for like our winter clothes. And so our boots and jackets and snow gear and snowboarding items, those will all get boxed up together in like an alternate season bin. And on the alternate season, our swimming suits and whatnot will be in the bin. So I have pulled those out today, put my swimming suits in my drawers because I'm looking forward to that way early ahead of time here. I know, but I put them in my drawers so that I wouldn't have to do this process again, especially since my drawers are pretty open. And then I put my winter clothes, obviously, where the swimming suits were in the bin. I did bag up the pile of donations, and while I would like to say I go gift them to a thrift store that very same day that I bag them up, that's usually not the case, and this is an area I need to work on. But the bags still remain in my garage today, so no one's perfect. But they are out of our space, out of our life, and I will either toss them on a garage sale, gift them to a friend, or get them to Goodwill, hopefully sometime this next week. But I did not same day get rid of them. Something I didn't show in this video, because I like made a video recently all about it, is I go through all of my kids' toys. I organize them, declutter them, all the things. I just recently did a video about that a couple months back, so I'm not going to show that process today. I just whipped through it. It was pretty easy peasy. I did get rid of a couple items, but pretty much the same, just organized them and made sure they were in the same bins. And I also deep cleaned our kitty litter box, did a full clean swap, and obviously bathed the cat, did all of the things. So that's something that's on my list as well, is that time frame just reminds me that I need to bathe the cat and I need to fully clean the kitty litter, the full shebang of kitty litter cleaning. Now, I don't need to show that on the internet, but I did want to let you know I did that. And I also go through the school boxes and just make sure that all of the school that is in those boxes is what I'm going to be using for the next 3 weeks, because I do go through all of this, at the end of 3 weeks for my week-long reset and for the month. And so I went through the school boxes and specifically put exactly what we are going to be working on for 3 weeks in those boxes, and put the rest in the school cabinet so that I'm not sifting through other months and other weeks and other curriculum that we're not currently using on a daily and weekly basis. I hope this encourages you to implement a monthly reset. It has truly been a game changer in my life, especially doing the kids' room. Since the kids are quite young, they help with picking up on the day-to-day, but the room really needs a deep clean and organization from a parent on a regular basis. So this keeps me in check. I just have it in my brain. I don't even have it on my calendar. It's just the fourth week of every month. So I typically do it the last week of the month. I will do my reset, and it's just habit now. I've been doing it for 2 years now. That's 24 times, a little bit more than 24 times. And it's been great.